going to be doing some side missions today to take a break from the main missions. The 3 main missions last time. So looks like I'm going to be going back to Africa for mission Prisoner Extraction 16. And eliminate the tank unit 05. Tank unit by the airport, or it looks like it's in the airport. And Prisoner Extraction 16 is at the station. So I'm going to start with the station first, since the taking on the tank may include explosions. This is a first. The helicopter complicates things. The good thing is the helicopter is not that great at spotting. It's great at suppression once you have been spotted by other soldiers and they know roughly where you are. From that point on, they're good, but until that point, they're not so great. You can extract someone out right underneath the helicopter, or relatively underneath it, and they tend not to notice that. The headache will be this truck right here. That right here should do it. And I just have to make sure that I return and keep an eye on that truck by checking the map every now and then. It should go all the way up to here, then go back. That may alter. Looks like it might actually turn around right here. So if that's the case, then it should make its way back already. Okay, soldiers are getting out. Okay, looks like the prisoner is at the front of the camp. There's a building right by the front gate. You can see the top of it right here. This will determine what I need to do. If they start turning back, then I'll wait. If they continue on up to here, then I'll just take out the two jackals I should run into. Often there are two jackals along this ridge right here. Well, not jackals, but wild dogs. Okay, looks like they're going up the road. No, stopping. That was backing up from the looks of it. Okay, they're coming back through this way. I think I still have enough time to take out those two jackals. Well, wild dogs. Keep calling them jackals. By the time I extract these two wild dogs, I should have knocked out the truck with the mine I left behind. One down. making the wild dogs kind of run wild. They don't like that helicopter. Okay. It's a hit, but he's out. Okay, now I need to wait for this truck. The thing is, I don't want this truck to drive up on me while I'm dealing with this gate. Even if this takes a little bit longer, it's better to ensure that the truck is out of the way. Because I'm already going to have to deal with this gunship in the middle of it as well. And this gunship and this truck periodically appearing. It's, well, better to eliminate the trouble before it becomes a problem. Should hit the mine fairly soon. There he goes. Okay, now that threat has been removed.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Going to argue. Two wild dogs out of the deal. So I wasn't expecting them to respond like that. Inside these inside the building. Hopefully, the one in the tower will send another guard. You can see who is communicating with by the flashing triangle, and also with the exclamation point. Okay, they're working in formation. But they haven't alerted the helicopter. No helmet from the looks of it. Okay, they may split up now since the tower. No, they're not. I may have to shoot both of them. I'm far enough away I can move them now. The biggest worry is that helicopter and moving them. It just takes a bit of patience. The helicopter's not good at spotting, but it's not good to infect too much. Just let it fly past, and then send them up. Extract them again.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
It has a narrow field of vision, and the pilot can't hear anything behind it. So the helicopter's working primarily on visual cues. So as long as you keep yourself and extract behind the helicopter's field of vision, you're fine. Even if you happen to accidentally do it almost within the field of vision, there's a good chance they still might not notice it. So I've got 3 over here. 1 in the tower, and hopefully I can pull the same trick again. And what's happening is the one in the tower notices it, but he's direct than the other 2 since he can cover them. See, that's a good thing right there. This was, at least I thought it was. I thought they were starting to work on their own. But they're still working as a team. And they both have helmets. I can still shoot them in the face, but yeah. That handles them a whole lot better. I've got one more guard to deal with, and I should be able to sneak in and get the hostage out. And this rain is going to help me with that.
Roger that.
No helmets, and there's one thing I do need to check. And that's the position of this guy. This one might be a problem. The one who's at 50 or so meters away is looking down the road, which means there's a window of opportunity that he might spot something. And what's also with them spotting a threat is the soldiers moving to get cover from the rain, and that's what I meant by this helping me. Soldiers get into cover from the rain, and basically that gives me a short window when they're not noticing me, or possibly not noticing my actions.
You gotta extract him.
Facing the wrong way. Where's the helicopter? Okay, it's out there. Grab these and run. There's no advantage in me taking on the helicopter since I don't have a way to extract it, and shooting it. Shoot. He saw me. I thought I was far enough away. He won't chase me. But that was a little bit reckless of me. I'm going to send her to the airport. There's no need to risk her getting hit. No need to risk quite getting hit. Good stuff. I've been meaning to listen to the cassette tapes too. Looks like I've got 3.
Code Talker. What are the metallic archaea?
Volcanic craters spewing sulfur. Water hot enough to boil your skin off. Ocean depths of 800 plus atmospheres. Wastelands radioactive enough to kill you where you stand. There are groups of organisms that survive despite. No. Because of living in such environments.
I've heard about that. Extremo something.
Extremophiles. By selecting certain species, then subculturing and repeatedly modifying them, I created a metallic offspring of pure archaea. They subsist on metals rather than organic matter.
And some of them even consume uranium?
Yes. Uranium enrichment archaea metabolize only uranium-235. As a result, They produce weapons-grade enriched uranium. How is that possible? Consider how plants fractionate carbon isotopes when they conduct photosynthesis. Nature possesses abilities beyond our imagination.
So it was Archaea that brought down your chopper?
Corrosive Archaea, yes. They oxidize metals, feeding off the energy in the electrons they receive. What became of the wreckage?
We had the R&D team retrieve samples for study in airtight plastic containers, of course.
Prudent. We shall extract Archaea from it in good time. They should help you fight back against Black Anna.
Any chance we could start now? It doesn't have to be a lot. I might just have another use for them.
If it's only a small amount you need.
That's fine. I'll get the R&D team to assist. Let's go.
South Africa was previously suspected of developing nuclear weapons. It already had a conspicuous presence at the UN because of apartheid and its armed expansionism. But when neighboring Angola and Mozambique became socialist countries in '74, South Africa felt hounded into a corner. So it accelerated its nuclear program to protect itself. 3 years later, the Soviets discovered a test facility, and 2 years after that, an American satellite observed a flash in the southern Indian Ocean. It said this was South Africa conducting a nuclear test with the help of a certain ally. Skullface used the situation in South Africa to get this ally to lend a hand. They both wanted nukes, so it was a mutually beneficial relationship. On the surface, anyway.
I figure South Africa started getting serious about nuclear weapons production in '75. In '74, the government was still able to get by with bluffing that it had a nuclear arsenal. But the year after, word spread that an independent armed group in the Caribbean was crushed by Cypher for possessing a WMD. That's right, boss. What happened to you and your men was the reason South Africa decided to push ahead with nuclear development. A force independent of any country getting it.
That's the target.
That was a threat to the existence of countries everywhere. It wasn't just South Africa. Your presence pushed a lot of countries to get nukes. The world was scared of you. You were a threat to more than just the Cold War. If nations are gears in a machine, you had the power to smash them loose and watch the whole world grind to a halt.
Actually, this might need to switch what I'm wearing. Metal or concrete surfaces. This will be better when I have a parasite suit. Well, I'll give it a test run. Okay, moving up. If need be, I'll switch to another. This might help me sneak a bit more. At least one sniper. And these people are on alert from my run-in with the helicopter. Moving up, taking cover in this building.
Get down. The enemy sniper. Stay low and
Okay,
crawl along the
retreating.
ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
I need to get into the building on the right. May not be able to. Barring that, I'll retreat again and approach from the right side. There's enough cover there. This is the window that I need. Quite a few dolls around. Tank. Don't see a sniper on the left building. Often there is a sniper right here, depending upon the mission. Okay, so sniper here. I don't see anybody on the first floor. And I don't see anybody at the top. Communications has been repaired. That means my best approach is probably along the right side, past this building. That'll keep me out of view of the tank. I only see one tank. There is at least one soldier on the inside of the building, most likely on the second floor. But I don't think I have a good view of that. So, unknown. There he is. That must be the truck driver and also the passenger. Okay. Retreating again. This time the helicopter is part of the mission. So that means I'm gonna have to destroy it. towards the hangar. Most of the weapons here are focused towards the runway. So I'm going to take advantage of that. My priority at the moment is to take out those two snipers. I'll let the helicopter pass one more time, and the next time it goes through, I'll move on the sniper. Okay, almost passed. Okay, moving on them.
Ik wil niet prikken.
Once more, let it go through, circle around, and then they'll go down. I need to stick to here to minimize. Okay. Moving now. Stick to this back wall and I should be okay. I need to possibly wait for these two patrollers. They stop at the corner of the building right there and then walk along the building itself. Okay, leaving now. I'll use this hangar as cover to extract them. It'll take a little bit longer to transport some of the troops here, but better safe than sorry.
Too. Roger that.
Okay, second priority now is next task is to take out the other sniper. As long as I keep myself from being spotted, then the threat of the helicopter is mitigated. truck has returned. But it's not part of the mission. Okay, once the helicopter has circled around me, I'll go in for the next. Okay, moving now. Two snipers are down. In theory, I should be able to extract him with the noise of the helicopter covering it. But given I'm running another test at the moment, that being the test of this parasite suit, then it's not logical to enter any other variables into this equation. Move into the hangar now. Okay.
You gotta extract him.
Now comes the harder part. I've got 4 troops to remove from this situation and a helicopter. And the question is how to best handle those. Got a tank on the other side. 2 patrols, 1 soldier by himself. And by patrols I mean situation where 2 troops are watching out for each other. So I'm going to switch to the other side of the building via the roof. See what I can do about that tank. May have to take care of this other patrol. It looks like it moves along this building right here, and is more isolated. going to move to this second hangar over here to get a better view of the situation. Tank has limited view. Both controllers have helmets. Move up to what looks like the end of the building. I think I can use that. Moving up to said building now. Option 1 is to shoot them in the leg and to let that work out. Second one might be a little bit riskier. Now, where do they stop? Okay, that's good. Over here. Got you. Now for you. And got you. Okay, they're out of view. Once the helicopter goes through, I'll extract far enough away from the others. It shouldn't be a problem. And the Rainer's walking away. The other patrol's far enough away. There we go.
Subject on board.
Okay.
Leave the rest to
Now
us.
one more patrol, single by himself, and the tank. Tank's facing towards the, well, of course, and this. Helmet and shield. Helmet as well. Okay. not going to be able to extract the tank without taking out those 3 first. They can go just close enough to that building. I should be able to get this under control. They do. Okay. Priority is this patrol coming up. I think I know how I might handle this. So take out the patrol first. Use the sniper rifle on that single one by himself. And then extract the tank. Okay, leaving now. This is going to take a little while because I need to wait for this patrol to return to this area again. And I'll see if I can label properly. It doesn't always work. Okay, that worked. C, D, E, okay, I can't mark the gunship. It's not staying on it long enough. No problem though. I'm waiting for C to get into position again before I can continue. If things go south, what I'll do is rush the tank and extract it as quickly as I can, and then take cover. I should have a window of opportunity to extract the tank out before the others can react. C is almost in position. They have not alerted the tank, which is good. But one of them spotted me. Okay, not a problem. This could split them up. Perfect. I was worried how this would go down. Okay, that makes things infinitely easier. I've got 2 more.
Roger that.
And the other patrol hasn't noticed the other one's missing. Once he comes back, I'll take him out. D is still facing the wrong way, so everything's okay.
Spit it out. Where are the others? Extract him.
Helicopter goes by, I'll extract the tank and then go for Killer B.
Roger that.
I'll strike the soldier. There's no need to keep him in danger from any explosions. And then I'll just hit the helicopter when it circles around. Okay, the truck is a good ways away. Everything's in order. I'll take cover in the building in case of an issue. Time to take out the helicopter. I'll take care of the truck now and then extract the cargo.
Roger that.
I'll use this to extract out. The suit seems to work well. So I'll temporarily return to base. Oh, I need to check the side off. See new ones. Oh yeah, prisoner extraction 17. And I'll do that first, and then, assuming there are no new side missions, and I'll go on to the next mission. looks like off here. There's what looks like there's some buildings back here, but it looks like it might be eventually another way to get to the back of the mine. Although every time I've been through here, it's been blocked off. Okay. Moving up to last known position. Okay. Appear to be in a relaxed position. Heavily armored. No, not heavily. Arms uncovered. Only helmet. Okay. Moving on then. Okay, at least 2 of them by intel. It went on individual alert with the first one, which means he may call in now. Next. Okay, the radio contact.
Ik wil niet, prik niet.
Talk. Where are your friends?
Two of them moving around. And Quiet has no visual on the hostage. Logically speaking, that means they're probably in a building somewhere. 2 more possible. Oh no. No.
You gotta extract him.
Sniper. Appears to be operating by himself. But there's one more close to him. That means there's likely another sniper watching towards the road. there. Two snipers working together. See if I can separate these two. This may put him on a type of individual alert. Shoot. What's a tree trunk? Okay, I'll just extract them.
He's coming too. Roger that.
I think this one right here is guarding the prisoner. There's a second guard there. And based on positioning and everything else, it seems like that might be where the prisoner is. I've got two snipers I can always interrogate. I think one of them may be inside the building, but the building is small enough it could be on the other side of it. And what I'm waiting for now is for this patroller to come back around. Especially since now it seems like those two aren't going to move. Okay, moving up behind the patroller.
Ik wil niet, prik niet.
Speak. Where are your friends?
Okay, one of them saw me. Give him a moment to move, and he may run off this way. Okay, they're working in conjunction.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Okay. Got them pulled off way over here now. This is curious. Might be able to still pull them. Alright, got them separated. Now it's just a matter of making them turn around. It looks like I pulled the one that might have been standing inside the building. Oh, pretty good steps. Okay, I'll eliminate the snipers now.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Spit
it out. Where are the others?
I'll need to take out the other sniper first before I extract him. He's too close. Even in this rain, he'll hear something.
Heads up. Talk. Where are your friends? Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
The last two.
Emmerich uses externally powered legs of his own design. It's bionics technology, a product of the U.S. military's failed attempt to develop a powered exoskeleton. All the wearer has to do is apply a little force, and the actuators continue the movement in that direction. But his legs are unique. Instead of using a hydraulic mechanism, the actuators run off metallic archaea. That increases the actuator's reaction speed and also enables him to lock and release the joints at will. The legs are a nifty little gadget, but they have two clear weaknesses. First, they're dependent on external power. Maybe because he built them knowing he couldn't leave his lab. There's no internal battery. That's why they won't work if they aren't plugged in. Second, and this is more than just a weakness, the legs are directly connected to his bones. Could be to minimize signal loss and the order's output to the legs and the drive response from them. Either way, Emmerich has used bolts to attach load-bearing parts
Problem.
directly to his femurs, probably by mimicking surgical treatment for compound
It was an
fractures and the
unknown.
like. But the end result is those legs and his body are fused together.
With a shotgun, no
And
less.
that appears to be how he's able to move them so precisely.
Shit.
Snake, talk to me! Snake!
There's one inside the building too. Same method as before. Except this time I have more complete information. Shotgun of all things.
Talk. Where are your friends? He's coming too. Roger that.
Okay, waiting on DC patrollers to come back around again. So there's 3 over here, not just 2. Okay, shouldn't be too long. They're already moving their way at the moment. Okay, the patrol is already separated now. It's just a matter of sneaking up behind this one.
Don't move. Speak.
Where are your friends? Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Spit it out.
Where are your friends?
Hands up. Spit it out.
Where are the others?
Once that one gets a little bit further away, I'll extract the sniper.
You gonna extract him?
Now I just need to wait for this other patroller to make his way back here. That is simply the opinion of the position. Since he'll pause and go after that sound. Still got 3 to deal with.
Talk. Where are your friends?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
That should bring one or both of them around.
Ons beheerder dit uitcheck. Op my bevel.
Headed.
There's a shotgun.
Dis niks. Moenie worry nie.
Kom ons check dit uit. Volg my. Headed. Moenie beweeg nie.
This is gonna hurt. Thank goodness the shotgun was close.
That's the target. Roger.
Going to check the side missions again. No new ones in Afghanistan, just repeats. And no new ones in Africa. So I'm going to temporarily return to base and take a shower and then go on to the next mission, main mission.
Roger.
Thank you for stopping the infection, boss.
Emmerich uses externally powered legs of his own design. It's bionics technology, a product of the U.S. military's failed attempt to develop a powered exoskeleton. All the wearer has to do is apply a little force, and the actuators continue the movement in that direction. But his legs are unique. Instead of using a hydraulic mechanism, the actuators run off metallic archaea. That increases the actuator's reaction speed and also enables him to lock and release the joints at will. The legs are a nifty little gadget, but they have two clear weaknesses. First, they're dependent on external power, maybe because he built them knowing he couldn't leave his lab. There's no internal battery. That's why they won't work if they aren't plugged in.
I'll play that one more time. I thought I heard it all. Okay, the next mission is Skullface. Probably do.
Thanks to Code Talker, we've managed to put a stop to any new vocal cord parasite infections. We couldn't save those already symptomatic, but everyone who survived has been released from the quarantine platform. Skullface will pay for this. Boss, Emmerich confessed. Skullface's endgame is to activate the bipedal walking tank Sahelanthropus and deploy it into live combat in Afghanistan. That's why he moved into the Soviet research facility they call OKB-0. If his plan comes to fruition, there'll be no stopping the ripple effect worldwide. Find a way to make contact with Skullface before that happens. Then learn what you can from him, and put a stop to his plan. We'll have our fun with him later. This is it, boss. Diamond Dogs is strong enough now to face him head-to-head. It won't be like 9 years ago. Make your way to OKB-0.
I'm going to switch to this one since I think I'm going to be running into a lot more concrete.
Base. That's where Skullface is keeping Sahelanthropus before setting it loose in Afghanistan. There's a good chance he's got nukes, too. Boss, we need to figure out what Skullface is up to. If you make contact with him, get him to talk. The ethnic cleansing parasites, Sahelanthropus. Find out what his plans are.
Eli makes sense, but I'm not sure about Emmerich being there.
All we know is that Skullface's plans are on the verge of fruition. We need to stop him while we still can.
To get past 01. Side parts unknown. And I'll start this again and fast forward it.
Emmerich uses externally powered legs of his own design. It's bionics technology, a product of the U.S. military's failed attempt to develop a powered exoskeleton. All the wearer has to do is that second, and this is more than just a weakness, the legs are directly connected to his bones. Could be to minimize signal loss and the orders output to the legs and the drive response from them. Either way, Emmerich has used bolts.
Soviet soldiers in that area are all dead. Apparently XOF unleashed the Russian parasite strain. To isolate the facility, they first spread reports of a chemical weapon leak. The infection won't spread into the surrounding regions. Still, to think they just exterminate the men who work with them all this time. Skullface must be making his final play.
The same is true if he encounters the corrosive metallic archaea. If the corrosive archaea ate into the exposed bolts, they'd reach the endoskeleton parts and eat through them too in the blink of an eye. The doctor's bones are full of holes to accommodate all the bolts. They're like sponges. If he were to lose the reinforcing parts, even the tiniest bit of force or weight would snap his bones. So when I dangled those corrosive metallic archaea in front of him, he realized straight away what would happen. Life wouldn't be worth living if he lost those legs of his. I'd bet that is what the doctor fears the most. I just helped him imagine what it would be like. Thanks to that, I got the information we needed without either of us getting hurt. You know how he is. He's probably already over the shock. The better you know your adversary, the easier it is for you to get information from them. And vice versa.
One helicopter. Okay. Based on the information I've been given, there's a good chance this burn mark here and burn marks here and here. Oh hell. Those were originally soldiers, I bet. They're roughly where the soldiers would have been. So that likely is their ashes. And quiet aheads.
Eli snuck into the cargo on board the chopper. His His idea of an escape attempt? Who can say? We'll think of how to deal with him later.
Snake, do you read me? I know more than anyone about OKB-0 and Sahelanthropus. Boss, I've made up my mind. I want to be of use to you, not him. Let me work to pay for what I've done. I'll prove it, that I've always been your ally.
Boss, I'll be focused on coordinating backup here at Mother Base. The chain of command is still in place. If you have orders, give them through Miller as usual.
Skullface is in OKB-0. Start by making contact with him. The
Let's see what's
facility
up
itself
here.
is under the control of XOF, Cypher's strike force. We have no hard data on their force strength, so your judgment in the field will be key. Boss, we're finally here. Find Skullface and take everything from him. OKB-0 is up ahead. A citadel nestled amongst the mountains. Now it's occupied by XOF. This is it, boss. This is it. XOF has occupied the facility. Skullface must be close.
I think I need to switch what I'm wearing. Desert Fox will probably help me more. I was thinking I might see more build-up area, but given the construction, I should have guessed that I'm gonna see more brick than anything. Got a walker.
Get down.
Sniper.
The enemy sniper. Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
Okay, now this is going to be a pain. Okay, Claymore. up ahead along the side of the road. Still got 3 unknowns at the front part here. If I have 1 claymore, there is likely to be more. See a possible path to the right. Too steep. Okay, moving up. Claymore. Shoot.
CP, this is Zulu 2. There was an explosion. Damage unknown. Over.
Falling back.
This is CP. Understood. It could be an enemy attack. All units, stay alert. Out.
I see another claymore off to the left. In theory, that shouldn't have put them into alert status, since there are animals in the region. But that might help me in the end by making them move around a bit. Sniper still, but I just saw the sniper. Moved up to a wall. One by a machine gun, fairly close by. Fairly heavily armored. Might be possible to shoot him in the legs or in the armpit. Another mine. Right in the pathway I was thinking about taking too. Yeah. Let's take a look at their faces. I've been shooting them in the face before when they were wearing helmets. Smaller target, but they're only wearing a mask. pull this one out first. They aren't communicating with one another. Should be able to pull this one out towards the road. And then down to here. The radio is working.
Zulu 2. Heard a strange noise just now. Gotta go check it out. Over. This is CP. Understood. Be careful. Out.
Okay, I pulled Walker and that. Let's return to this post.